The same people who are against APC today once danced on the stage when Buhari was inaugurated. You know, but today Nigeria is possible.
Wait.
Don't let us be too.
Wait, sorry. What's up with? What did you just do now?
No, I just sang a song. We break dance to the sing, to the dance, and the people they rejoice. Yeah, they did it for Buhari. You might not support me today, but I want to be 70 and 80, and I see my children enjoying the benefit of the sacrifice I've made today. Because I tell you wholeheartedly, not with any sentiment, if Bola Tinubu cannot redirect the ship of Nigeria, no politician currently can do it. You know, somebody was talking with me one day. I know that this one is going to come with another backlash, but let's say it.
Well, I don't blame Seyi Law. You could see very shallow-minded, very basic, very kindergarten, very nursery-like, infantile conversation. So for Seyi, he thinks that what Tinubu is doing is actually governance. Tinubu is not governing. Tinubu is laying a foundation for a political dominance that will may in the future produce governance that will help. And if you check, Tinubu did not really do exceptionally well as governor of Lagos State, but he was able to, he spent 8 years of his time building political structures and dominance. And that's how he had all of the issues with, and again, like I said, I worry that Nigerians do not read. And you don't need to study political science. You don't need to be an international student. You don't need to be a student. You just need to take out time and thank God for what filmmaking. And unfortunately, again, I need to beg Nigerian creators. It's time for us to tell our history using all of the visual opportunities and privileges we have. AI is helping now. So it worries that all of the AI's clips I'm seeing, all of them see borders about cruise and entertainment. I saw AI on Davido's video. Big guy, I like Davido, but we should begin to look at how to use some of these things. And I'm ready to share. If you've got national content, again, I've got a management and it may not be entirely free, right? I've got management status, so it cannot be entirely free, but I'll do my best to see how I can have concession to put some of this content out and draw attention to you if you make it available. Let's begin to revisit our history. Unfortunately, we have not gone back to look what happened in Lagos. Why was the issue between Obasanjo? First and foremost, Obasanjo is seen today in Yoruba land as a betrayer of the Yoruba agenda and nation. Because Obasanjo was one person. The few Yoruba people that worked with Obasanjo in his government in 2007, they all betrayed Obasanjo. And that's how I see that Obasanjo do not naturally dance to the Yoruba ideology a lot. Because he's been helped, saved, he's seen works done. Obasanjo turned to the Igbos, for example, and this is not being tribalistic, in having the Nigerian economy boosted and fostered in his government. He turned to the Igbos after he was embarrassed. The few persons he allowed to get into General Police Office, all of them betrayed him. The first ever guy Obasanjo allowed, one of the Yorubas that Obasanjo allowed to work with him in CBN, Joseph or Oladele, somebody and I were discussing, Joseph Oladele, Sanusi, yes, go check it out. He was a mess until Obasanjo saw how much he was able to get. Look at what Soludo did for him. So that's by the side. So Tinubu wanted dominance of Lagos. He further created local council development authority against it. He broke that constitution. Of course, it wasn't approved. These things are not part of the 774 local government, but they are structures of Lagos recognized by Lagos State for them to do administration. Of course, all of this were dominant style. It further engrossed his power. He built structures to deepen all of this. And in 2007, he brought in Fashola, who today is now being regarded as one of the best governors Lagos had. So it's a dominant style. So what Seyi Law and a few persons do not know, that Tinubu did not come to govern. He came to build that foundation of dominance that would decide how well this country will be governed in the next few years. And guess what? These are all guesses. It may work and may not work. So unfortunately for people like Seyi, the only thing that they are seeing is the fact that their ego is speaking. They've supported a particular candidate and that they cannot afford to speak English. Tell me, what has this man done particularly? What has been different from what we've seen So it's about dominance. And you see, Bola Tinubu is not bothered about how many persons die in Plateau, die in Benue, not bothered about the wave of insecurity happening all around the country. His worry more is about how he's able to capture institutions, strengthen, deepen his own entrance into our democracy, create dominance, and hold our economy. There's also the business part of our economy that is going on behind this, many of us are not aware. So when we begin to realize, it will be practically too late. So don't blame Seyi, don't blame him. He's a novice, he's naive. He doesn't know how deep things are. So when he says Tinubu cannot, because of course he has come to terms right now that there's a difficulty in having this done. He thought it was going to be easy magic, right? And like I said, anybody, I know Nigeria has very complex issues, and not one man is going to wake up and become a messiah, but there are foundations. And like I've always said, one of the reasons why I voted and campaigned for what I campaigned for is that I know that the man will not capture our institutions, allow our institutions to thrive. I have said that if we continue to have free, fair, and credible elections, I can trust that by the third or fourth election, we'll get it right. Our institutions are allowed to work. Judiciary, INEC, police, army, National Assembly, all of the checkmates, all of the things are working. So the person that got to power may not really have to do so much. Ensure that there is no friction, reduce cost of governance, make people the focus of your government. Town hall conversations, issues about the people, look at ways of build the foundation for all of these institutions to have free flow connection with the people. Allow local, restructure the country. Instead of tax reforms, I would have suggested restructuring so that the people can have close, not the one you are giving monies to governor. And some of you do not know. So when they say hold your governors accountable, the idea is that the man, and look, I think I heard from Hope Uzodinma, governor of Imo State, when he was saying that they used to receive 5 billion from before Tinubu. Now they get 12 to 13 billion and then they don't owe salary. That is still an idea. It is an idea of divide and rule, get them into some form of loyalty. So, but if you restructure the country, allow these regions, these units to be able to govern themselves, nobody will be scared of you and worry about you. Talking too much. All right, so I'll catch you another time. Bye for now.